Well, these are new papers. Let's see what we got. That's no good. That's an order to raise and remove the building. When I first started at Hawthorne, this whole block was boarded and vacant and abandoned homes, and several were victims of arson already.
Well, the Hawthorne neighborhood was really ground zero, not only for the city in the area of dealing with mortgage foreclosures, but for the state. We had the #1 numbers of mortgage foreclosures within the Hawthorne neighborhood.
At one point, we had 144 boarded and vacant properties in the Hawthorne neighborhood.
The foreclosure crisis hit us like a 2x4 with just horrendous implications when a great resident loses their home, moves out, their neighbors become more concerned as their property values go down. Maybe a problem tenant moves into that property, or probably more likely it becomes vacant and is a source for crime. So the foreclosure crisis has had enormous ripples through the community.
If you wanted to sell or even refinance your home in Hawthorne and it was just a regular deal, chances are it just wasn't going to happen because there was nothing on the market except all of that bad stuff, and that had to be cleared out in order for the market to start rebuilding again. There's no mistake about it. The foreclosure crisis was like a tsunami that just crashed through the neighborhood.
Well, we're heading to St. Paul. We're going to the City of St. Paul council meeting. What we're doing today is really trying to help the City of St. Paul, and as we're doing in Minneapolis, really step up in response to the foreclosure crisis.
Like a lot of cities across the country, the mortgage foreclosure crisis has had a tremendous impact in the City of St. Paul, particularly concentrated neighborhoods. You'll see 8 or 9 or sometimes 10 houses on a block that have been foreclosed. It's really hard to revitalize a neighborhood when you have that many empty homes.
The neighborhood that most of these houses are coming up from today is on the east side of St. Paul.
So we started working with Habitat for Humanity, asked them if they could help us figure out how to both provide some affordable housing in the neighborhood, be part of a revitalization strategy, and start to rebuild our community.
Well, I was talking to a family across the street who's lived here for 3 years. They said as long as they've lived here, this house has been boarded up and sitting empty.
So we are actually going there to ask them to give these properties to us, which is a fantastic opportunity for us at Habitat. And it should be good, and hopefully they're going to say yes. Thank you all. I guess we'll try to get started. I'm Sue Haig, and I'm the president of Twin Cities Habitat for Humanity. And we are here today with a very exciting announcement for the Twin Cities, for the whole state, and really for the whole country. Twin Cities Habitat for Humanity has been selected to be one of the co-hosts for the 27th annual Jimmy and Rosalind Carter Work Project.
The Carter Work Project will take place in an area now called the Hawthorne Eco Village, where we've really turned a neighborhood that had extraordinarily high foreclosures and high crime into one that's now definitely coming back. And what we need right now is a single action that will be the tipping point. That's what this is. By having 10 properties right in that neighborhood come online at once, and having all these volunteers come into this neighborhood, to say nothing of the former president and first lady, it will send an enormous message that the Hawthorne Eco Village is back, thanks to Habitat.
Oh, we're thrilled in the neighborhood to have Jimmy and Rosalind Carter come, and we've got people already who have been saying how much they look up to President Carter and how much they respect him, and what a boon it is for the neighborhood to have his presence here to acknowledge what we're doing and our partnerships with Habitat and the City of Minneapolis and others.
When I heard that Jimmy and Rosalind Carter were coming, I don't even know what the word is, but it was just such an awesome thing.
It's an incredible honor for the City of St. Paul and the east side of St. Paul to host the Carter Project and the Carter family. This is not just a family who talks about things. Jimmy and Rosalind get their hands dirty. They're going to be on those projects. They're going to be hammering nails. They're going to be doing whatever it takes. They're an incredible role model and an incredible statement for the City of St. Paul that they have chosen this community to come to do part of their project, and just to help us gather our forces and our resources so that we can even take it to the next level.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members of the council. We are really thrilled to be here today. We have been selected to do this work because of this focus on neighborhood revitalization. So our goal is, as part of the Carter Work Project here in St. Paul, we'll be doing half of the project in St. Paul and half in Minneapolis, is really focusing on this neighborhood partnership.